What's up, YouTube? What's up, Discord? Free from it all here. SMCI follow-up. That's what I'm talking about right now. Put out a video last week on Thursday. It was either Wednesday night or Thursday morning. And I had said, check this play out. There's a lot happening with it. This is NVIDIA's third largest customer, but their books are cooked. They're about to be delisted. That's gonna put some volatility on the options chain. So in my Discord, they knew November 13th. Like we've been talking about it a while. There's over 1,000 posts on SMCI going all the way back to when SMCI started running up. Like I said, I have a video from February saying that there's no way this continues without them getting investigated, or the trading is suspended. I said this in February, guys. It's almost the end of November, and that's exactly what happened. And the stock was over $100, and it's fallen to $17. It's like $20 after the after hours, but I mean, talk about a profitable short there, like an incredibly profitable short. So, needless to say, okay, we talk about it a lot in my Discord. All right, the link will be below. You can join the Discord. Stay for a month. You don't like it, leave. You like it, stay. It's affordable, and it's pay gated so that we have solid members in there contributing, and not just sort of riffraff spammers, botters, and people trying to fraud you for sign-ups for all sorts of random garbage. Get your personal info. So the people in my Discord knew November 13th. If they entered with me, alongside me, okay, by Friday close, they would have walked away with 370% gains by doing the strangle that I talked about. Both sides were green on Friday. Okay, it was up and down and up and down. It mostly rallied on Friday. Like it hit a low of 17 and change for like the second time in 2 days in a row, and it rallied. You could have gotten way more than 370%. You wouldn't have gotten any less than 370%. Just depends when you closed out your put, right? If you closed out your put it down at $17, you did way better, right? So, but it's irrelevant because 370% gains. Like when does that happen in a 2-day period, guys? If you were sitting in Ripple, which went crazy the last few days, it went parabolic. If you were sitting in Ripple for 4 years, all you got was 2x. 45 cents to $1.15. You got 2x, and it took you 4 years. AMC, GameStop, their best days were not even 300%. AMC wasn't. It was like 235% or something. So, anyways, incredible win for the Discord. But if you watch the video on YouTube that I dropped on the Thursday, you still had the opportunity to get in, and I said exactly what to buy. Okay? There's no after the fact here. I put out a short, okay, that was only like 55 seconds, and I said SMCI before Friday close, strangle, $15 put, $25 call. You could have hit that in the morning. You could have hit that in the afternoon. It wouldn't have mattered. You would have been green on both ends of that thing. Okay? And then in the after hours, oh, and by the way, the people that did get in on open on Friday, or they got in Thursday before close, those people were up 117% overnight. From my one video that I hadn't posted in weeks, that's what I throw out. And that's kind of what I do on this channel, and that's what I've been doing. Just go look back at all the crazy, insane winners, right? I don't have all the fancy fire graphics. I don't have any of this garbage. I just tell you good plays, how to play them, and how to make money. And then hopefully you join the Discord, and you can help put eyes on some stuff for everybody else, and collectively we can all become free from it all, free from taxes, free from our day job. This is sort of my job but I am starting up something new here too. So, anyways, Friday in the after hours, of course, they wouldn't do this in the day. About a half an hour before, there was like alerts of Susquehanna buying up. It sounded like all they bought was options. They didn't even buy stock. Okay? They bought options, and then some billionaire out of Pennsylvania also bought options. Okay? Basically risked the farm on this thing. Something stupid like $500 million, okay? Which is insane. It immediately spiked like $3 almost in the after hours. Now, if you're in a strangle, that's fine, because you have calls and you have puts. The puts can only, either side can only go down 100%. And even then, it's never usually like that bad. It's usually like 95%. You know, you get to retain like 5% or 80 to 95%. Anywhere from 5 to 20%, you can close that out. So if the stock were to crash, the calls would only lose, you could only lose what you put in. That's it. That's the floor. And then the ceiling is infinite. If SMCI went to 200,000 a share, right? You know what I'm saying? It's infinite. It can go to 20, it can go to 25, it can go to 40, it can go to 80, 100. It was 115 when this all went down, and it could go to 115. They could say everything's hunky dory. We don't know what the hell Ernst & Young was talking about. Now maybe it's 200. You know what I mean? It's not going to go to 200 grand, but on a strangle, the put is limited to 0, because that is the lowest a stock can go is 0. And then it's delisted from wherever. And the highest is infinite, right? Nvidia is a good example. $40 a few years ago. If you account for stock splits, Nvidia was only $4 and change, guys. $4. Now it's 140. That's might as well be infinite. And who knows if it's even done. Earnings is on Wednesday. A lot of the volatility in SMCI is because of Nvidia earnings. I think that's misplaced, misguided. They are not partners in any way. SMCI buys from Nvidia. You're not a partner. You're completely dependent on them. If they want to price gouge, you're screwed, right? Because you're not diversified in your products. If they have delays and gluts, like with their Blackwell, you're screwed. You're reliant on their products. If other businesses come in and become more competitive, like Dell, you're kind of screwed, because you can't be more competitive. You're dealing with the best. You're not dealing with a discount window here. You're dealing with the top tier dog out there who's going to charge what they're going to charge, and that's what it is. And you don't like it, move along, right? So we'll see what happens there. Monday, who knows? I did a quick browse of StockTwits, which is like totally the most garbage, toxic place. But I don't have access to Webull Chat, and there's not really many other places. I'm not in any other Discords for stocks at all in any way. Twitter, you can check Twitter. It's growing, but it's not that great of a place either for stock info. But I check SMCI, and you have all of these goofballs with their typical narrative dumpster fire statements. Oh, we're burning the shorts. Oh, the CEO is a genius. He waited till the very last hour to burn the So they have no intelligence over there. Collectively, it's hard to find on StockTwits. Okay, for starters, shorts already won. It went from 115 to 17. They murdered that play. They murdered it. Even if it went up 10, 20, $50, they're still fine. They're up 70 if it goes up 50. It doesn't even matter. Secondly, no, the CEO wasn't purposely watching the market cap of his company fall into the abyss so that he could burn shorts. He should have been doing everything he could have the entire time, like daily updates saying where they're at, which is why I'm not too confident in any of this at all on the long end of things. If the stock pops, great, because calls have a bigger opportunity to make more money. Perfect. I'm all for it. But the reality of it is the CEO waited till the last hour because Monday morning that thing was going to be delisted. What choice did he have but to just say, oh yeah, we got a plan for you? They were already supposed to have the plan, guys. The plan was already supposed to be provided. Furthermore, there shouldn't need to be a plan to be listed. There's rules to being listed, and one of them is you provide accurate financials. That's pretty key on the stock market. Provide accurate financials of what this company does and earns and spends and or loses. Jesus, you can say we don't have guidance. That's always bad. No one wants to have no guidance. But you can't really say we lied about all of our income. What? We lied about our spending. Wait a minute here. That's literally, if you did that to your bank, you'd go to jail. It's called fraud. I don't know how a company on the stock market can do that to everyday investors and institutional investors, for that matter. Retirement accounts, whoever. It's insane. So, I'm not that confident in what they provide. But over and above that, this is strike 2. And I don't think this is a 3-strike scenario, guys. Okay? So, the NASDAQ, they already delisted them in 2018 for the same thing. Same thing. So, it's my feeling that they're going to go, you already know, like you knew what the issue was before and not to do that again. And you knew the consequences, right? It'd be like drinking and driving. 1 strike, okay, maybe a lawyer gets you out. 2 strikes, I don't think that judge is letting you off the hook. The judge is going to make an example out of you. Not only for yourself, but to other people in the courtroom, other people who might read the story in the news, other drivers who might be thinking of drinking and driving, right? The judge is going to say 2 strikes this ain't 3 strikes, place. This ain't baseball, right? That's in a good and wholesome universe. We all know that the stock market, the U.S. stock market, is probably the most corrupt free market on earth. Always has been. Right? You had companies that shorted airline stocks into 9/11. How is that even a thing you can predict? Unless you know it was basically George Bush. It was an inside job by America. Those 2 towers were insured, double insured for terrorist attacks. 1 insurance policy wasn't enough, guys. We needed to have 2. I try to find any building in New York that has 1, let alone 2. It's not going to happen. So, that was just, murder innocent civilians with your fake airplanes. A whole nother twin tower, a Tower 7 goes down. No one's even in it. Sounds tinfoil hat, because it is. It is. Every conspiracy theory, basically, over the last 5 years has been factual. They're going after Fauci, right? A lot of info come out. A lot of info from other countries. Germany, Japan, right? So we know this market's corrupt. What's my point? Shut up and get to the point, right? My point is palms were probably greased. Susquehanna isn't gonna, some random investor, okay, he's YOLOing. Sure, just go for it. He probably saw my video and said, I can't lose. And he didn't. But Susquehanna, however you want to say it, I can't see them doing that without literal inside knowledge of what is coming. Grease some palms of some people at the NASDAQ and the CBOE, just grease their palms. That means give them money and have what what really no one wants here, which is a delay or an extension. No one wants a freaking extension. It doesn't benefit anyone. What benefits one side, longs, is solid information that's being provided, proving the company is sound and every bit as strong as people thought it was. I doubt it is. All they sell are memory sticks, basically, and hard drives, all of which capacities increased substantially over the last decade, while prices have plummeted to pennies per megabyte, not even fractions of a penny, leaving room for margins extremely low. Anyways, so that's one side. Or for shorts, that they can't, like they said on November 13th, is we can't provide the data in a timely manner. We tried. I don't know how they tried. It shouldn't have been that hard, to have receipts and put the shit into a computer. But so no, an extension means no answers for anybody. That's not good. That's good for one thing: options volatility. That's it. You're going to have volatile options, which are borderline crapshoot, because again, no answers for anybody. You'll probably have, because it pumped so vigorously on Friday, I would imagine it's going to make shorts a little antsy. It's going to trigger some stop losses on the shorts. It's probably pumping on Monday at market open. How much? I don't know. Depends the kind of... We will start to see in the pre-market what happens. If it starts hitting 90 plus RSI on Monday in pre-market, so tomorrow, there's a good chance it just holds that most of the morning. It's got to be over 90 RSI. If it's like under 90 RSI, like 80, 82, 70, 65, that's not going to be that, to me, that's not going to be that bullish for an even higher gain Monday. It's just going to be hard to be a short, because you are going to have people who say, I won on the short side, I'm closing out. Closing out involves buying stock. Buying stock involves pushing price higher, because the ask is always higher than the bid. The ask is never lower than the bid. Okay? So, and if you have enough people with millions of shares to buy, you're going to see it move up, which is fine. Great. I'm probably going to close the put out first thing from the strangle and just hang on to that call. The put's probably going to be down 50%. I don't know. Who cares? That probably doesn't even matter. Even if it's down even more, because we won on the call side. We'll see. Now, and again, an extension is horrible. What happened last time is they did get an extension, which again leads me to think like the NASDAQ is going to say, we gave you an extension last time, and you still didn't come through after the year, and we had to delist you. Why would we do that again? Give us money. Give us money. I gotta go to Maui. Give me some money. I gotta buy a new house. So, barring any of that crazy bamboozling of investors for personal gain from people that work at NASDAQ, I would expect them to stick to the clearly defined rules and guidelines of delisting the stock, because they'd already been provided written warning many moons ago. We'll have to wait and see. 20-minute video. Again, shout out to myself and anybody else who followed along on the video. If you like money, I don't know how you found this video. You probably were looking for SMCI, but if you just happened to cross it and you like money and you're into stocks, again, if you were in my Discord, you made 370%. Okay, so do the math on, say, 1 grand. Do the math on 10 grand. You had a very, very good week. You made as much as some people might make in 6 months or a year. Okay? And then if you just saw the video or the short clip I put up, which I don't really do shorts, but I thought, let's give it a go. If you saw that, you were up 117%. Nobody lost on Friday. Both sides were green. Puts are definitely going to be red on Monday, 100%. Those will be red. Calls will be up. As long as they're double what the puts are down, you're profitable on the strangle. We'll have to see, because I targeted 25 and it's not 25. It's like 23 and change. But again, you're going to have people closing. You're going to have people closing out those short positions. You're going to have new shorts waiting to enter in the weeds. I just think they're going to let this one. They're going to see how much ammunition retail traders have, and go from there. As for the CEO, man, I think he should step down entirely. He's a very wealthy man at this point. I'm sure he unloaded stock when it was at all-time highs. I think it's just bad for the company to have him there at this point. Reputation is very hard to get back once you lose it. It's not that you can't. It's extremely hard. And I can't imagine any company wants to do business with SMCI with some of these unknowns out there going forward. If you're already in a contract with them, I guess you're stuck. But you're probably not going to renew that when there's other alternatives out there. Dell, this is their chance to really make big strides. I'd be going pretty long on Dell if I could, or if I was you, not financial advice, because that's been lauded or touted as one of their main competitors. Now, that's with paid articles you find on the interwebs. I would definitely search for other alternatives to just Dell, okay? It's not like there's only 2 people in the game of hard drives. Western Digital is just one right off the top of my head, right? But pretty much anybody. Companies out of Asia, who can do it. No name, cheaper, quicker, right? Do your own due diligence here, guys. I just wanted to get this video out there to have something out there for you guys to chomp on. If you wanted my opinions, because you maybe have made a crap load of money and you wanted to know where we go from here, that's where I think we go. But I mean, like I said, I've been right for 9 months on this play. I don't know other people who can say that. This is a pretty bad intersection. Free.